like to go through each of you and have you describe how big was this change? What was changed for you as we went through those first couple of months of 2020 thinking, I wonder if something in the world's going to change, and then everything did, right? And so I'd like to hear from your perspectives what changed for your organization and what your team had to do to help ride out that chain.
I think the most important part was I had a distributed team. In one of the teams, nobody really knew each other. So instead of doing a weekly call, I actually decided to do a daily stand up for everybody to make sure that we just getting to know each other. I mean, it wasn't like we were a team that hung out in the office all the time. I inherited this team. They were all dispersed. Nobody knew each other. And toward the end of the year, you could tell we were all friends, but only through sort of mandating. It was optional actually, but everybody showed up almost every day. And I think that made a huge difference. And I never would have considered doing a daily stand-up video call until then.
That was really where the dividing line was. Are you able to pivot gracefully or not? And we saw it really coming down to how effectively folks were able to set their strategy up within their organization, right? Were they able to have those sort of flexible strategic guardrails that folks could be laddering up to, where you had folks who were more kind of empowered as a frontline manager in the organization to make those changes, or did everything have to be kind of refiltering down all the way from the top?
Internally, our goals really didn't change much. Like our sales goal didn't change much, and it's like okay, but at the same time, it was a little bit more difficult dealing with clients remotely, especially ones that you've never met in person before, and developing this relationship remotely and virtually is a little bit more challenging than in person.
Having my teams double and having to pivot within a week or two, as part of our planning in April was a little bit challenging, right? But we were able to do that and get a few iterations in before the end of the year of a lot of really good pieces. But that was the biggest piece, right? We had to scale very quickly on the amount of work that was in the backlog to get it done.